Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is Friday the 13th, January. All right, so let's hop right into it here. So the candle opened up, came down, came underneath that open, which we mentioned on a smaller time frame. Didn't go quite deeper than I thought, and it didn't do any reversal either. So you got to follow the trend. I mean, as you see, you got three bullish days prior from today, one down candle, and another massive bullish. So this lower high isn't done, and as you see, this thing it's searching for something, which is obviously going to be those highs that we discussed, which is going to be this major high right there, which we weren't sure if it was going to hit it or not, but it looks like it's ready to take that out next. So you got to kind of, okay, look at the bullish candle. Opens up, comes down, higher low, higher high, closes, higher low, higher high, closes. So you got to, if you have that understanding, your trading is going to become much easier. You won't be guessing so much. And again, I didn't see any displacement coming down, breaking this low. So let's go into a smaller time frame real quick. Actually, let's go to a 1 hour first. So as you see here, so yesterday I was mentioning that, okay, so you got this big wick right here. So I was thinking that we would come down and start taking these lows if it breaks, but it didn't. And why? Because, well, we had this higher high, higher low. This was a higher high. If you measure that on the fib, came right to a 78 pretty nicely. And you started to see some reactions and it didn't break any lower. That was your big red flag. Obviously, you want to take it always to their first TP level, which is 0, not negative 27, 0, because it might not make it there. And you want to make sure you secure profits. You want to take about 80% roughly right there. All right, so let's go into it. So you had this wick, right? That wasn't really balanced. I thought it would have came to at least here if it was going to go up. But at the same time, we did have, well, let me go into a 5-minute zone. It's hard to see this. Maybe a lot of noise here, but you had this imbalance here, price you have, and then you had this one, and it pretty much taps in right underneath that 78. And that's all it really needs to do as far as being in a demand area and buying up. So sure enough, you'll see here, I got the projection fib on, and you can see that the 300% level is right here. And then you had a pullback into your imbalance and demand zone. Pretty textbook. I mean, I'm pretty sure you see this every day when I make a video. This is literally happening every day. Now, again, this was a sell and a buy, but look what the time was. I need to move this. See the time here? Look at the way it's dropping. It's 6 in the morning. Like sometimes I'll be up at that early, but at the same time, like I don't like to trade that early. So it's 7 o'clock, 7:30. Now it's 8 o'clock. It's 8:30. I'm just like, okay, we're waiting for the open. You never know. So because it could have just kept sinking, right? But I wait for them to show their hand, and pretty much what they do is they show you their hand with this big ash bullish candle. You can't miss that candle. This candle's breaking above and taking these highs out and does a retracement, and that's what you're looking for. And then you're looking to take to the top side. Again, this showing you their hand. Like if now, like let's just say it came up to here and started really sinking, then I'd be like, okay, this is going to be a solid bearish day. Look for a sell coming down. But you're seeing that it's obviously wanting to rush for that high immediately. Look, it's just fucking going up, right? So you gotta understand this is your mindset, and remember, this is a daily candle. So big wick down, and this was the open right here. So anything above here is bullish and stays up and closes, and then it meets their objective by taking out that high. And I really thought they would have hit this already today, which is that big which is that big objective right there with this green line. We already hit this. This was a green line. We already hit this objective here, but there was one up here. This is that major high that's over here. Can't miss that, right? Just the 4 hour. Can't miss that high. And then we do have a gap in here. So it might still reach for this negative 27 here, get above here, wick right in here, and then sells will be activated pretty much. So this thing, yeah, man, this thing surprised me a little bit too. But at the same time, it doesn't, because I understand we've been saying that there's a lot of imbalance of price here. The way they're setting this up, because they should have already fell. If they were going to be quick on it like this, they should have already came down, and they're not. And we knew that like when we were here, because it bounced up, made more structure here, and just boom. And once it broke here and came up, I mean, yes, you could have understood that it was, when it came up to here, it could have sold right here, but you still had this massive amount of imbalance. And then you have that. So, I mean, you got to kind of follow with the trend until it really gives you a reason to be like, hey, that's different. Oh, we broke here twice. Oh, we broke here twice. We're not getting that here. We're constantly getting higher lows and support. So that was the reason for the buy when you saw it react the way it did when it came down here. Yesterday's video, I said I wanted it to come like around here, which it kind of did. It came right below that low of the 4 hour candle, and it just decided to stop right here, this is the next target when it comes down, obviously. All right, so yeah, so we're looking for this. We're looking for it to curve here, and then start coming its way down. And if it breaks above this, dude, well, then that's to show you US 30 is just dirty as hell. You won't really see this kind of action on S&P and NAS, sometimes NAS, but US 30, they're so late, they're so early in their delivery that like NAS and S&P are still down here, while Dow Jones is up here. So sometimes you'll see manipulation in Dow Jones where it's coming up like right to here, while S&P is staying down here and they have no intention of coming up there. So that's the caveat of dealing with US 30, because it's kind of like it's in its own class. And that's why a lot of people don't even trade US 30. They just trade S&P because it's clean. So otherwise, yeah, other than that, we've got some imbalance in price here. So we're expecting to come and do this. All right, you guys take care. Have a good weekend. God bless.